Hello and welcome back to another Sea of Thieves video. This video is going to focus on safer seas and, more importantly, the things you cannot do in safer seas. The first thing you cannot do in safer seas is the Fort of the Damned. This is due to several reasons. Reason 1, ritual skulls don't seem to spawn in safer seas. Reason number 2, you cannot put down a Skull of Destiny voyage because that is an Athena quest, and Athena quests are not available in safer seas. Reason number 3, you are the only player ship in that server. There is no other players in the server. You are the only ship, whether it's a brigantine, a galleon or a sloop. You or your crew are the only players in that server. Therefore, you are unable to get the pink light needed to start the Fort of the Damned. The second thing you can't do in safer seas is find Reaper's chests. You can find shipwrecks, but there will never be a Reaper shipwreck anywhere in safer seas. You will find skeleton captains on islands, but none of them will drop maps giving you a Reaper's chest. They will only drop maps giving you a storage crate. The third thing you will not find in safer seas is the world event known as the Fort of Fortune. The fourth thing you cannot do in safer seas is sail in a captained ship or for a guild. This means you will not be able to sell at the sovereigns, and you will have to sell your loot individually to the respective trading companies. The fifth thing you will not be able to do in safer seas is raise an emissary. This goes for all trading companies, including the Order of Souls, the Gold Hoarder, the Merchant Alliance, Athenas, and Reapers. You will not be able to do any Athena voyages whatsoever, so raising an emissary for Athena would be pointless anyway. And Reapers, you will not be allowed to sell anything at Reaper's hideout. Any loot you attempt to hand into the Reaper will be greeted with a message saying, please hand this into an outpost. The final thing you cannot do in safer seas is vote for the Hourglass for on-demand PVP. Now we'll get to all the things you can do in safer seas. You can vote on most voyages for the three main trading companies. You can do Gold Hoarder digging, X marks the spot maps, riddles, vaults, both ashen and regular vaults, and medley voyages. Medley voyages are a mix of a vault, a riddle, and some X marks the spots dig maps. There is a regular variant of these, as well as a ashen variant, which will give you ashen captain's chests and other ashen loot. You can do all of the raid voyages except the very bottom one, which is the Burning Blade Ghost Fleet. The Order of Souls is the same, except you'll be going after skeletons on islands, skeleton lords on islands, and you can also go for raiding skeleton forts, skeleton fleets, ashen winds, normal ghost fleet voyages, and an ashen ghost fleet voyage, sea forts, shrines, and treasuries. The 3 tutorial quests for each main company can also be done. The merchants will give you a choice of doing cargo or animals, as well as you can also do the raid voyages for diving to sea forts, skull forts, that sort of thing. Every type of Athena voyage is locked in safer seas. Under the Special Voyages tab, you can do a random voyage or a random tall tale, and you can also do the Legend of the Sunken Kingdom, which will unlock the Sunken Sorrow Curse. The time-limited voyages, like Gilded Voyages, will not be available in safer seas. All of the tall tales are available, so if you want to get the Gold Curse without the stress of any players interrupting you, you will be able to do so no problem. You will also be able to unlock all of the cosmetics associated with each tall tale. Most of the commendations found under the Build Rats tab can be obtained in safer seas. Some of them are unobtainable in safer seas purely because they require PVP and or other crews to help you out. The commendations for the King's Loot can be completed in safer seas. You can also find Megalodons in safer seas, as well as the Kraken, so you can get those commendations too. Good luck finding the Shrouded Ghost. This commendation, Holy Woodholes, cannot be got in safer seas. This requires you to hit a player ship with 1,000 scattershot. The ones for hitting skeleton ships and ghost ships are obtainable. There is a level cap of 40 on the 3 main trading companies, meaning it doesn't matter how much loot you sell, you will not gain any levels over 40 while you're in safer seas. Any loot sold in safer seas will only pay 30% of its original value. This excludes Ashen chests, which will still sell for 5 doubloons. Normal world events, like the normal Skeleton Fort, the normal Skeleton Fleet, the Ashen Winds, and the Flameheart Ghost Fleet will be available in safer seas. Like I said earlier, you can find shipwrecks in safer seas, and these shipwrecks will contain King's Loot items, just the same as the high seas would. The Horn of Fair Winds can also be found in safer seas, in shipwrecks and treasuries and shrines. I hope you found this guide helpful. I've tried to be as thorough as I can, and I don't think there's anything I've forgotten, but if there is, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Smash those buttons, and I'll see you in the next one.